Welcome to LNP Renewable System Integrator. Today we are going to discuss something about Excels. Okay, in Excel there are so many shortcuts that are available. If you learn it, it will be easy for you when you're working on some projects or when you're doing some data for yourself, when you're making some analysis for yourself in Excel. It will be very much useful. So today we are going to discuss some of the Excel shortcuts which are often used, okay, with some examples. So mostly, what are the things that we are going to discuss in Excel? Okay, first thing is that what are the commonly used general functions in Excel? Okay, we will try to know some of the shortcuts in selection and cell editing modes. Okay, shortcut keys for entering the data, shortcut keys for formatting, and we are also trying to learn some of the shortcuts for grids, especially for rows and column operations. And we are going to perform some average, okay, of range of values in the cells, and we are going to find out largest and smallest in a range of more values in a cell, and we will try to learn how to concatenate two or more strings in a cells using formula and function. And also, while performing concatenation, okay, in order to provide some space, we need to perform some operations. That one we are going to learn also, and we are going to learn how to freeze up, okay, panes in Excel, okay, and how to perform normal addition, division, multiplication, subtraction in the simplest way. Okay, and we're going to move multi-text in a single cell to a column using the text to column wizard, and we're going to learn how to convert a simple table to a chart in Excel. So first general functions is that we all know it. If you perform something, if you want to undo it, we can use Ctrl Z. Okay, so let us try to do it with an example here. Okay, now let us try to copy this. Okay, Ctrl C, and we are going to, we want to learn with a keypad, so it will be easy for you to perform. So we are going to perform Ctrl V. See here, we had pasted it. Okay, now, so as we saw here, we have Ctrl Z also. So if we press Ctrl plus Z, means it is an undo operation. Okay, now again we will press Ctrl plus Y, it is a redo action. Okay, this is a simplest redo action we can perform. So now we learned how to copy, how to paste, and how to do undo operation, how to do redo operation using the control operations. And especially when you want to paste only the special values, say for example, let us try an example here. So now okay, now let us try an example. Let us perform a subtraction operation. So this value minus this value, okay, we have 400. When we try to copy and paste it somewhere here, it will show no value because there is no values copied. So instead of avoiding this sort of things, we can go one method. We can either Control C, okay, we can perform Control plus Alt, okay, Control plus Alt, Control plus Alt plus V. So it means Control plus Alt plus V. If you perform this operation, we can paste only the value. Say for example, if you right click and paste this value option, you can paste only the value. The same thing we can perform with that shortcut. Okay. Next let us try to learn some of the general functions. Say for example, if you want to activate a filter or insert a table, what we need to do, say for example, let us consider here. Okay, so we have so many values here. Now if you want to change this only with value, now what I am going to do, I am going to perform Control plus T. So what will happen? Control T. Immediately it is asking whether you want to perform a data for your table. Yes, if we gave, so it got converted into a table. Okay, and if you press Control Y, it is like a undo operation. Okay, now we had created a table. Now if you want to select a table row, how we can do it? If you press Shift and space, it will select. Now let us consider example here. Okay, so if you want to select this particular cell, okay, so Shift plus space, so it is selecting the entire row. Okay, So now we know how to select the entire row. Now there comes a situation if you want to select a column, what we want to do? See here, we get this column we want to select. So now what we are going to do, we are going to select Control plus space. So when we press Control plus space, the entire column we can select. If you press Shift plus space, we can select the entire row. So this is one of the basic shortcut. Okay. Now even using a Shift space, we can select the column. Now if you want to select the entire worksheet, press Ctrl A. Since it is under the table, it is showing like this. If you try to perform it in the outside, only that particular column will be selected. If you created a table, only that particular table contents will be selected with the Ctrl A operation. Next, let us try to learn. Okay, if you want to say for example, so you are here. Okay, now if you want to select this values in D addition, these values, so instead of pressing Control and selecting individually, you can do one method. Select the Shift, okay, and try to move the right hand arrow if you want to select on the right sides. Okay, now if you want to no need that. If you want to perform it somewhere from here, okay, now you want to select the values on the left hand side, then press Shift and left side arrow, so that what will happen, you can select this one. No, you want to select the values below it, use Shift down button, so that you can select the values which is below it. Okay, or if you want to select the values which is upward, then press Shift and press the upward arrow, so that you can select the values in the particular cell. Okay, this is a simple operations for data entering purposes, you can do it. And now if you want to extend, you can use along with the Control plus Shift, so that you can extend up to the last cell, and from the right, left, up and down. Say for example, see here, so we have a value here. Now Control Shift right, so it is selecting the last content of that in that particular area. Okay, now if you want to perform, okay, on the left hand side, Control Shift left arrow, so it will select the leftmost thing. Okay, in the same way, if you want to select at the top, Control Shift upward, see here, it got selected the upward. Now if you want to perform at the downward, Control Shift down button, so it is selecting the things which is below it. It is going up to the last cell that we had created some values. Okay, now next we are going to learn how to insert a date. Say for example, so as per this simple operation, Control and semicolon, so we can insert the date. Okay, other way also we can insert a date value. Say for example, if you want to know what is now, okay, what is today, equal to TODAY, today, open bracket, close bracket, and press enter, you will know the date of today also. Yeah, if you want to verify, you can verify here. See here, we have a date is there. Okay, now next operation is that if you want to insert the time, the exact current timing, so Control plus Shift plus colon. See here, it is 15:33 here, and the time is also 15:33. Control Shift and colon. Okay, now if you want to know what is happening now, the exact time, okay, still you keep on updating it. Okay, whenever we update some values here, this cell is going to get updated with the date and time, most importantly the time, because now the time is 15:33. So now I am using the formula now, okay, open bracket, close bracket, so it is exactly showing what is the date today, and it's also showing the timing. So this value will be keep on updating whenever we are making some changes in this Excel file. Okay, you can notice this. Okay, this is once fixed, it will not change. These also fixed, this also fixed, but this one is changeable one, especially the time. Now it is 15:33. So now we will be explaining so many things in this Excel, but when we keep on updating it, the changes, okay, that this time also will change. Okay, now if you want to copy something from the right hand side of these cells, say for example, let me show you an example here. Okay, so let us drag it here. Okay, now I want to copy the content from the left cell to the right cell. I can use control R. See here, I am pressing control plus R. If you want to see it in the keypad also, we can explain. So now let us select here control plus R. See here. Okay. Now if you want to copy the same value from the topmost cell to the downward cell, we can use control D. Using control D option also, you can copy the one which is in the upper cell to the downward cell, that is control D. Simple operations. Now even for copying the formulas, we can use control single colon, and for copying the value from the cell above, you can use control plus shift plus colon. Okay. Now we all know it, for formatting we need something, right? So now let us try to formulate these 4 values. First thing, let us try to perform control B, that is bold. We want to make this as a bold one, so control plus B, so it is getting bold. Now I want to change this style to control plus italic. So what I am pressing control plus I, so it is changing to italic. Now I want to change I want to underline the cell, the text which is present at this cell, so I am using control U, so it is performing the underline operation. Okay. Now next thing that we want to perform in the formatting is that if you want to strike through the value, you can use control plus 5. Let us try to check it here. Okay. So now let us try to strike it out. Okay. Control plus 5. See here, it's striked out. If you want to remove the strike also, again if you press control plus 5, the strike will get removed. So this is the basic formatting operations which we can perform in Excel. Okay, with the shortcut keys. Now let us try to use a grid operation. So if you want to insert a row, how we can insert? If you want to insert a column, how we can insert? So that, let us try to learn it. Okay. Let us try to have an example here. Now let us select the cell. We want to add something. Okay, first thing is that if you want to add a column, select this column. Okay, control shift and press plus. See here, new column got inserted here. Now above this row, if you want to insert some row, what you can do? You can do first thing is that you need to select it, control shift plus. See here, new column, new row has been inserted here. Okay. If you don't want to this one, okay, if you want now there is no such requirement. Using control minus option, so just select it, control and minus. See here, the particular column has been deleted. You don't want this row also, you can delete. Just select here, press control minus. Simply that row got deleted using a control minus operation. So as we told earlier, whenever we make some changes, this cell will get updated here. See here, now the time is 15:37. When we are updating, it was 15:33. Okay, now we have made some changes at 15:37. See here, you can change the latest timing here. If you use a now formula for knowing the date and time, the date time will be keep on updating when you make some changes in it. Okay. Now next thing is that let's try to add the values in a range of cells. Okay, using sum operation. See here. So now let us consider we want to add all these values. Okay. 2 methods we can go for, but only for smallest values small method is okay, but for longest values, for more values, it is better to go with this formula. Now let's try to use the formula equal to sum open bracket. Okay, select the values that you want to add and close bracket. See here, we got the sum of all the values of this particular value. Now we want to calculate the average. So how we can perform for the same one? So equal to average open bracket. Okay, select the values that you want for average and close bracket. As you can see, 78.5 is the average of the values in the D. Okay, now if you want to find out the maximum value, okay, maximum value in this particular cell, okay, we can perform with the max function, equal to max, okay. Now select the values from here, okay, close bracket, now enter. See here, 216 is the largest value, maximum value in this particular columns, okay, cells. Now let's try to find out the minimum using the minimum formula, min, okay, open bracket, okay. Now let us try to select this cell, okay. Let's try to find out the values in that particular cell. See here, 80 is the minimum value in this entire cells that we had selected, okay. Now simple addition, so we know to sum the large number of values. Now if you want to perform only the values from C and D, you just want to add these two, means just first thing that you need to select the cell, okay, press equal to, okay, and select the value, okay. Now select plus, okay. Now select this value and press enter, you will get the value. In the same way, if you want to repeat for all the others, just drag it, so you will get the addition of all the values. If you might have a confusion, if you are having a confusion, delete it, okay. Now we had already added the formula here, now try to drag it here, we will get the value, okay. Now if you want to perform a simple division operation, okay, between C and D, just equal to, okay, select this value, slash, okay, and select this value and press enter. You might have any confusions, delete it. If you want to perform again, just drag it, we will get the division value between C and D. When C divided by D, what will be the value, okay. This same division operation, if you want to perform for D and C, okay, you can use if you want to do immediate division, you can use this formula, okay, equal to IMDIV, immediate division, let us open bracket. Now let us try to select the first value, okay, this value, comma, this value, close bracket, so we will get the value. In the same formula, if you want to apply for all the others, just drag it, so you will know the entire value, division value of D divided by C. Now if you want to multiplication, we can perform in two ways. One is with the formula, that is equal to product, open bracket, okay. So if you want to multiply these two, okay, select the first number, comma, and select the second number and close bracket. So this is the product value, the product of C and D, okay. If you want to perform the same for all the other values, simple method, just drag it, so we will get the values, okay. In the other way also we can do the product. And so using this, see, when you are performing small multiplication, you can use this normal multiplication method, that is equal to select this particular cell, multiplication, asterisk symbol, then select the next value that you want to multiply and press enter, you will get the value of it, okay. Now let's try to delete it and let us try to perform the same operation. It is happening. But if you if you want to multiply all the three values, okay, using multiplication you need to add star, star, star. But if you're going for a product method, okay, using product method, you can multiply many values. Product of 86, 206, 216, 302. So you will get the value. So you can multiply all the three values, okay. Now if you want to perform using a immediate subtraction also, you can perform, okay. See here, using immediate function, okay, you can perform division, sum, trigonometric values, everything you can perform. Now let us try to perform a simple operation, okay. Let us try to perform a simple operation. Just I want to find out the difference, that is subtraction. I want to subtract the value of C minus D, okay. You can perform in two ways. One is that equal to select this particular cell minus select this particular cell, so it will be 130. You want to repeat the same for everything, just drag it, so you will know the exact subtraction value for that particular one. Or you can do with the immediate subtraction method also, IM SUB. Okay, so select this particular value, you are doing D minus C, comma C. So what is the value? 130. So if you want to do the same for all, just drag it, so we will try to know the values. Okay, now next most important thing that we are going to do is that, okay, we want to count this one. Okay, how many things are there? We just, you know, select it like this, we can able to count it. Other way also we can do, equal to, if you want to count a particular values in a column, just select how many, okay, then close bracket, we can able to sort it out how many number of values are there. So totally 15 values are there. Okay, now we want to, let us try to create a condition, you know, we want to know, let us try to do it here. Okay, how many values are above 150 or above 100, like that. Let's try to make a check here. Only one value is 86 is less than 100, 98 is less than 100. Okay, rest of all the values are greater than 100. Let us try to check it with a condition. Okay, see here. So first, if you want to perform a condition statement, you need if. Okay, you need if. Okay, next select this value. Okay, you want to know it is greater than 100. If it is 100, select true. Okay, if not, make it false. Like this, we are creating a condition. Okay, now see here what we are do. So this we are just making an assumption. So whether the value in that particular cell, let us do it for E. Okay, in E so many values are there. So see here, we are just making a condition. If the value is greater than 100, okay, print it is true. If it is not, if the condition is false, then it should be false, like that. So now let us try to find out for all. Let us try to drag it. See here, only this value is less than 100, this value is less than 100, this value is, so that is the reason why it is printing false. Rest it is true. Okay, now let us use the concatenation operation. Okay, how to and most importantly, before performing this, let us try to how to freeze the panes. See here, so we are using most of the values from this cell, this cell, this cell and this cell. So only these 4 columns we are using, 4 rows, 4 columns we are using. So for performing addition, division, subtraction, multiplication, division, concatenation, for all the things. So we just want to see only these 4. Rest, if you move this side also, you should move like this. How to perform this? So initially, okay, initially go to the views. There is a freeze pane. You can unfreeze the panes, like this. You select. Now when we move it, it will be keep on moving like this. So it is very difficult for us to know what are the products or the values that we are going to perform for the operations. So we want to see the string values and the values of C and D, because these 4 values we are using it to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, even concatenation operations. So I want the values before this. So I'm just selecting this column. Before all this column, it should be freezed, and whatever next to it can move. So what I'm going to do, okay, in view, okay, now normally it will be in the home page. Okay, now we are going for a view, and in view we have a freeze panes. Select the freeze panes. So what will happen? Now see here. So when we make a selection, the columns before it will get freezed. We can perform this in the rows also. Okay, now we are showing an example for the column. Now see here, it got freezed. Okay, we can able to move it easily. Okay, now we want to perform a concatenation operation. Okay, for that we are using concatenate. Okay, we are concatenating these 2 strings. Okay, COIL, concatenate. Okay, concatenate. Select this cell. Okay, comma, and select this cell and close bracket. Enter. Now see here, whatever values which are there in these two strings got concatenated together, and we are getting the concatenated value in this cell. And if you want to perform for all, it will come like this. But have you noticed, even though we had combined these two strings, there is no spaces available between these two values when they combine. So it is looking ugly, right? So what we want to do, you want to do the same concatenation operation, but only with some spaces you want to perform it, right? So what shall we do? Let us try to create it with this formula. Okay, same value equal to, okay, concatenate, open bracket, okay. Now select this value, comma, here we are going to make some difference. We are using a double quotation, space, double quotation, comma, okay. Now we are selecting the next one. Now close bracket. What is happening? See here, there is a big difference. Previously there was no space, and when we performed spaces, now there is a space. If you want to do it for all, just click and drag it. Now we are performing a concatenation operation by combining the two strings with a space also. Now the same concatenation operation, okay, same concatenation operation we can perform using an ampersand symbol, that is normal and symbol also you can perform. Say for example equal to, okay, select this one, select and, okay, and select this value and enter. See here, all is well got printed, and if you want to perform it for all, just drag it. So it also performs a concatenation operation. Simplest way of performing the concatenation operation. In the same way, when you are doing and symbol, okay, ampersand symbol, when you are performing concatenation, there won't be any spaces, right? So you want to give space between the strings. So for that, what you can do, press equal to, select the value and select and, okay. Now select the double quotation, space, double quotation, again and, okay, select the second value and press enter. So as you can see, we have a space. If you want to confirm, just drag it. So for all the values, we are having the spaces properly. Okay, now let us perform an operation. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to find out the match the following, okay, between the say for example we want to check the value 86 which is present in the value of all C's. Okay, we want to confirm whether the same value is getting repeated here. If it is repeating, from where it is there, from which location it is there. Using match option, we are going to find out where it is. Okay, simple operation. For that, we are going to use equal to match, open bracket, select this value, comma, and you select the range in which you want to verify and just select 0. Now see, it is showing 15th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. At 15th location it is present. So it means 86 is present here. So that's why it is showing at the 15th location it is present. In the same way we can perform for all the others also. These are the simplest ways which you can perform so many beautiful operations using shortcuts in Excel. Now let us try to learn how to convert a text in a particular single cell into different columns. Say for example, let us try with an example here. Okay, now see here, now we have 4 words, that is number of what's pending, like that we have 4 words. Now normal operation, what we will do, we will copy here, and if you want to paste a number here, of here, what's here, pending here, what you will do, if you now in the traditional method, you will copy here, okay, you will copy here, you will copy here, you will copy here, then what you will do, you will delete it like this. So this is a manual way of doing you want what's only here, you will select this. If you want pending only here, you will select this, like this you will do. But there is another way, to perform it in a beautiful way. That is okay. Inside normally it will be in the home page. So inside data we have a wonderful option called text to columns. Okay, so if you want to move these values which are present in this particular column to the other 4 columns, that is you want to split up the values by using this text to columns, you can perform. Say for example, just select here, okay, and go to select text to column. So it is asking the fixed width, or you can use the delimited also. It is up to you. Okay, just perform next. Okay, now it is showing how the value is going to split up. It is showing like this. Okay, or if you go with the delimited one, you can perform next. So when we select it will show whether you want tab spaces or simply spaces. Okay, you know, simple tab, if you select, it will come like that. But when you go with the space, it will, whenever there is a space, the strings, after the string there is a space, it will come into one cell, and if after the string if there is any space, the one which is after the space will go into the other cell. Like this it will get split up. So always go with the delimited option, so that you will have so many options to perform. Even if you going for others, okay, just I am selecting dot, okay, I am removing the space. What will happen? Only the number after num dot dot will alone will be there, and the rest will be moving to the other cell. Let us try to find check using the other option. Okay, next. Okay, finish. See here what is happening. The value after num dot, okay, numbers will be in the same column, but rest of the things have been moved to the next column. Okay, now let us try to perform it with the delimited itself, but using the space. Okay, don't go for the others. Let us try to perform it with the space. So if it is there is a space, means whatever the thing which is after the space, it will move to the other column. Okay, next, let us to finish it. Yes, see here, number will in the separate column, and off in the separate column, watch in the separate column, and pending in the separate columns. So this is one with the screenshot, we had explained it clearly. Now if you want to create a table like this, how you can perform it in a with the data that is available with you. Say for example, for this let us try to consider this example here. Okay, this is a project sample. Now see here, we had already have the details of number of inverters planned, number of installed, number of pending. For pending, what we are going to do, we know the total value equal to planned value minus the installed value, so that I will know how many is pending. Now I want all these values in a table or column. So what I am going to do, I am just selecting the cells. Okay, I am just selecting it. I'm just selecting it. Okay, there is an option called insert. Okay, in the insert we have so many charts. Okay, now let us try to use 2D bar chart. Okay, 2D bar chart. If you select it, you know, you can resize it also. Now if you want to the title, that is installation status, like that you can give. Now we had a graph with the 3 different colors, but we don't know what are the values. So what we will do, let us try to select that particular green. So all the greens will be selected. Right click, add labels. So the values we can display. In the same way we are adding it for add a data label. In same way for blue also we are performing add a data label, so that we will know the values of each and everything. Now if you want to copy this, Ctrl X. Okay, now let us try to delete it here. Okay, let us try to paste it here. So we will know the exact installation status of individual sites. Okay, how many installed, okay, how many planned and how many need to be installed. We will say, for example, we can have a example here. So as you can see here, this number of pendings will be in the gray color and the number of installed will be in the orange color, and total number of things that is planned will be in the brown color, dark brown color. Okay, now the same way, okay, now let us copy it. Okay, let us try to paste it here. If you want to change the chart design, you can do it. Okay, so in the insert data you had selected here. Now in the chart design we have so many designs available. So when you select the designs, it keep on changing. So you can choose whatever design that you want, which is attractive for you to present to anyone. You can use anything which is easy for you, which is presentable for you. You can use it. Okay. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. If you want to know more and learn more, you can contact us. You can provide the contact details here. Okay. And we, LNP Renewable System Limited, we are providing PLC programming training for Siemens, Allen Boarding, Delta PLCs. And when you come and learn with us, you can learn many things which is related to engineering. And most importantly, if you had a plan to work in the GCC countries, especially in the building management system and building automation control system field, then you can contact us. We can provide the contact details here. And if you want to establish a solar DC lighting system in a place where the EV power is not available, then you can contact us. And you might have a plan to establish a fencing, okay, especially electrical fencing for the agriculture farms where you want to protect your crops from the wild animals. Instead of going for normal fencing, you can use the solar electrical fencing. We can provide them as a kit. We are also providing solar on-grid, off-grid, hybrid applications, solar street grid, solar pump services, design, installation, testing and commissioning, consultancy, training supports, and most importantly, if you want to perform the know the basics of access control system, electric vehicle technologies, Excel, okay, and most importantly, fire alarm system basics, Python programming basics, then you can contact us. We are also providing training along with the certification. Thank you so much.